All right. So, I'm gonna cover this. Shout out to Dynasty. Dynasty was the first person I actually saw talking about this. I had no idea. This article's like a couple of days old, and I had no idea. Also, shout out for trolling me in my DMs. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning, man. I, you know what I mean? I need. Yeah, I'm too sleepy. I need an emoji or two to understand. So shout out to Dynasty. I'll put a link in the description for his video. And let's actually get on to the article that he covered. So over here on The Gamer, right, they published an article 2 days ago saying 30 years ago, the release of the original Mortal Kombat changed video games forever. Its depiction of graphic violence led to the creation of a rating system that is still used in 2025. Its use of digitized and realistic sprites was revolutionary and expanded the horizon of what a fighting game could be. That's all well and good, right? We already know this. What is really interesting, though, right, is that there is a mention in here of the possibility of getting Mortal Kombat 4 PlayStation 1 version, right? Now, all right, I will talk about this seriously. Then I'll showcase some footage of PlayStation 4 for the PlayStation PS1. Emmerich also tells me that it's the first time Digital Clips is emulating PlayStation, which was a real technical challenge for them. It was necessary because the collection will also feature the PlayStation and arcade versions of Mortal Kombat 4, the first 3D entry in the series. Dan, I love Dan. He's got a lot of energy. He's a happy dude, but by God, if anyone ever loaned a leaky boat, it's him. This dude is leaking everywhere, right? Just like their PR department back at Digital Clips will be like, shut up, right? I mean, Dan's leaking so much, he's going to leak stuff they haven't even made or thought of yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like the Nostradamus of leakage, right? So, but shout out to Dan, love Dan, right? Now, it's very well possible. This is why, I mean, legitimately, this is why I think we'll get Mythology Sub-Zero and Special Forces, without a shadow of a doubt. I'd like to see the demo, the E3 demo of Special Forces, the one we were originally supposed to get, not the essentially the bastardized version that we did end up with. So I could see them doing it just as a here you go, right? And I'll explain why. All right, so let's actually check out the gameplay, because, and I'll post a link for the gamer article as well. So let's check this out. So this is Mortal Kombat 4. This is the arcade version. Sorry, this is the PlayStation 1 version. I'll speak properly in a minute. Right, not the arcade version. And I played a fair bit of this. I mean, it was the latest MK game that came out. It's not my favorite of all the Mortal Kombats, right? Now, so here's the thing, right? Obviously, right, and it does kind of make sense. If you're going to have a home version, probably the best one would be to have the PlayStation 1 version. Now, the PC does run at a higher quality in terms of graphics. However, I want to show you something, right? Because I'm running this at 4K, right? Absolutely running this game at 4K through the emulator, right? And let's go, yeah, we'll go to Forest, right? So when you're running a polygon game at a high resolution, you don't even need anti-aliasing. It will simply just upscale, increase the resolution. So as you can see here, this is essentially what I would consider basically the PC version, right? And obviously, if they've got emulation running, then yeah, they don't need to worry too much about anything like that, right? So I don't know, man. I mean, it's possible. It's possible that this could be true, right? One of the reasons being, just quickly, obviously there's a secret menu. All right, I gotta set up 2-player for I ain't doing that shit. Right. So there's the secret menu. Obviously you have an options as well. Okay. Obviously configuring the controllers, continues, all that sort of stuff. And of course the combat theater, where you can come in and you can actually see all the endings as well. Right? So I doubt very much that, like, if they did something like this, I doubt that we'd have to probably go and unlock them again. Right? God, the animation was dinky. God, it was so bad. So fucking bad, man. I mean, yeah, I always love it. Sub-Zero doing his little, you know, his little genie rub on the fucking stone. He's like he's making a wish, right? He's like, waka 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 waka, right? And then Quan Chi comes out and goes, oh, shut up, right? Get lost, bald bastard. Anyway, yes, I am aware, right? So, now the other thing too, obviously, memory card, right? Like, I mean, obviously nobody's going to be using a memory card. I don't know if they can change the font of that to like save or maybe even just remove it. I don't know. All right. But obviously you have different options here. So let's just go back into the game and have another look. We'll change it to maybe, win. Yeah. So if the 3D ones, if both MK4 Arcade perhaps, or at the very least the PlayStation 1 can actually be run at a higher resolution like this is going to be great. Like, this is going to be really cool. All right? Like, that's going to be awesome. Okay? So I don't know. I don't know. Right? I can understand why they put it in because of all essentially like console type stuff. And then I would go, okay, all right. So we get a home port. So every other game that's come out that they've announced, right? Except for Trilogy, because there was no arcade version. MK1 has home ports. MK2 has home ports. MK3 has home ports. MK4 has, Ultimate MK3 has home ports, right? And then of course we've got the handhelds, which are home ports, right, or home versions of the home versions of the consoles. MK4 is the only one that we don't have a home port for. And the PlayStation 1 version would be the best one to get. Right? Definitely the best one to get. Okay? So it just depends. Like it could be true. It could absolutely be true. But I don't know. I don't know. God, like, yeah. God, even the combo system is better than Mortal Kombat 1, right? As in the new Mortal Kombat 1. But anyway, so I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know. You know what? I could actually see it. Like, I could actually see them doing it, right? But it depends. Okay, obviously, you know, we'll have like, obviously it's a downgraded version compared to the arcade, sure, but if you can run a high resolution, it's going to look like this. It's going to look really good. Like I said, this is running at 4K. This game right now is running at 4K. Okay, so, you know, it's just, if they can do that, it'll look great. If they don't, it's going to look really bad. Now, and you might go, but Fate, right? What about Fate? What about the old 2D games? They look bad. Listen, that doesn't matter, right? 2D always ages well versus 3D. That's just a fact, right? That's why, like, having these emulators is great, okay? Because, like, you can actually run this stuff at a high resolution, not even need any aliasing whatsoever. And you can actually achieve a far better, like, visual outcome just by upping the res or allowing you to up the res. And that's what I hope they do. They allow us the option to be able to go, okay, yeah, let's run Mortal Kombat 4 PS1 version at 4K or the arcade one at a higher res, because these are even though they're not 3D era games, but they're 3D modeled, right? That play in a 2D frame. You might have dodging and stuff in this game, right? But it's still playing on a 2D plane. Okay, it's still playing on a 2D plane, right? So I definitely would like to have that as an option, because, and at the very least, because you can see here, right? Like, yeah, it's not bad detail, right? Obviously, the aliasing has been fixed up by running it at 4K, and it gets us a home version, sure, right? But I'm hoping that that's kind of like, I'm hoping with Gamescom, right? This is what I hope now. So now that we've got this little bit, because it's being showed at Xbox, they're going to want to have like a big, maybe a big presence, right? So there's a couple of options here. You either do like a PlayStation focused one, which would be really weird, at an Xbox event, where you announce Mythology Sub-Zero, Special Forces, hopefully demo one as well, and then of course PlayStation 1 Mortal Kombat 4, right? You also showcase for the first time Mortal Kombat 4 Arcade, because Mortal Kombat 4, Mythology Sub-Zero, and of course obviously the home version all tie in. Now the other option, the preferable option, would be Mortal Kombat 4 Arcade, you know, showing us running for the first time, right? Big chub up. Then you show us PlayStation 1 home version, right? You know, maybe, you know, you got a text saying, yeah, you can run this at 4K. Obviously, you have then access to all the secrets, including things like playable characters like Gyro and Noob Saibot. And then to finish it off, because it's all Mortal Kombat 4 focused, right? All focused on Mortal Kombat 4, you then have MK Gold, right? I think that will be the preferable outcome, because then you got 4, a home port of 4, and then you get the ultimate home port of 4, which is MK Gold. That's my hope. That's my prediction. Who the fuck knows what's going to happen, but like, I'm excited. That's why I'm doing this stuff, right? So again, shout out to Dynasty for finding this. And also I'll post a link for the Gamer article as well as Dynasty's video. Both those links will be in the description. And then I guess we'll just see. I mean, all we can do is wait and see. But I tell you what, man. Dan's given the game. Now the worst case scenario is they just announce home port of MK4. I mean, that'd be very, very sort of like, well, I mean, it just wouldn't be exciting, especially coming off the reveal of Trilogy, right? You gotta, if you're gonna announce something that most people will be like, oh, okay, that's cool, it's in there, right? You gotta have some big padding around it. That's why I said Arcade MK4. Show us for the first time Arcade emulated MK4. Then Mortal Kombat 4 home port. Then MK Gold, right? Literal trilogy of announcements all in one showcase. And if we want to be really hopium, I mean, technically it's all one game. It's all coming from one game, right? All from Mortal Kombat 4. That's the hopium, right? So anyway, guys, I'll leave it there. Let me know what you think. Catch you next time.